Some homes have secrets hidden beneath their floors, locked away in places most would rather not venture. But there are secrets far darker than anyone could ever imagine, lurking just below the surface.
It all began when the Jameson family moved into a house on the outskirts of town. It was old, far too old, and it had been abandoned for years. But the price was right, and they were desperate. The moment they stepped inside, something felt off. But they brushed it off, as anyone would. Old houses have a way of giving off strange vibes, right? The basement, though, that's where they felt the unease the most. The door was locked tight, and the stairs creaked in a way that made your skin crawl. But like any new homeowners, they figured it was just an old house being an old house. It didn't take long for the first sign to appear. It started with strange smells, rotting meat, something metallic, something almost alive. The family couldn't find the source of it, no matter how many times they searched. And at night, it would grow stronger. Then came the noises. Scraping, scratching, low growls from the darkness beneath the house. At first, they assumed it was an animal, maybe a raccoon or a feral cat. But no matter how much they searched, they never found anything. But one night, it was different. The scratching turned into something worse. Something that sounded almost human. The youngest, Sarah, couldn't sleep. She heard the sound again, closer now. She crept down the hallway and stood before the basement door. The smell was unbearable now, like blood and decay. She had to know what was causing it. So, she did what no one should ever do. She unlocked the door. What she saw in the dim light of the basement was something that would haunt her for the rest of her life. In the shadows, something stirred. It was tall, hunched over, with twisted limbs and skin that looked like it had been flayed, raw and bloodied. Its face. There was no face, just a mass of gory, shredded flesh and a gaping mouth, wide, jagged, and dripping with something black. The creature had been feeding. Before Sarah could scream, the thing lunged. It moved with unnatural speed, dragging her into the darkness of the basement. The house shook with the force of its monstrous hunger. The Jameson family was never the same after that night. Sarah was gone, her disappearance blamed on a wild animal attack. But the rest of the family knew better. They could hear it, too. The growls, the scraping, the flesh-rending sounds from deep below the house. The basement door was never opened again. The house was sold, left empty, but not for long. Because, you see, whatever is in that basement doesn't just stay in one place. It waits. It feeds. It lures people in, always hungry for more. And the house, it remains. The creature, still hidden in the basement, still waiting for the next victim to unlock the door and let it feed.
So, if you want to buy the house, go for it. It's cheaper now because of that so-called basement beast. But you don't believe in monsters, right?